Alright, tonight we are going to do a bone-in loin roast. You can also make a crown roast out of this, or you can just look at it as I do as one giant pork chop that we're fixing to stuff. And you wonder what we're doing with a roast and power tools. Every man's dream in the kitchen, what can I tell you? We're going to drill us a hole right through the middle of this thing. And then we're going to take the meat that we drill out of it and give that to Patti, and she is going to make a butternut stuffing with that meat. And we're going to stuff it back in that hole, and we're going to put it on the grill. Try and line it up straight. You want to make sure that your meat is partially frozen and firmed up, or it would just be too floppy to do this with. But there we go. Got us a nice, beautiful hole end to end that we'll clean out a little bit, and we'll put our stuffing in there. All right, Patti's putting our stuffing there on a cookie sheet for us with some wax paper. And then I'm going to try and roll that in a little bit into a tight log, and we're going to freeze it. She wants that to be about 2 inches wide across the pan, end to end. Put this onto plastic wrap. The wax paper was dissolving with the butter. We didn't really want butter wax pecan dressing. Alright, you see our butter pecan stuffing that Patti's made, and we've rolled into a log and froze it. So it's pretty stout. And then you see our Texas pork chop here, and we've got our entry hole, and we're just going to stick it in the hole. There it is. We're going to put a rub on it, let this defrost come to room temperature a little bit, and onto the grill.
And we're going to use Cattleman's Grill Steakhouse seasoning for our rub.
Nice generous coat here of our pork chop with our Cattleman's all the way around. Tonight I'm using my new Maverick Wireless ET733 remote thermometer. And it does, 2 meats or a meat and a barbecue. Tonight we're just going to put one probe in it and do the meat. I'm going to slide that in right here, so it's not touching my rub or bone.
Or stuffing.
That's what I meant, my stuffing. Alright, we got the meat on. We got our ready checks here all set up, ready to go. This is a test run on those. Have our probe in, and we're good to go. I've got my temperature at 225. I'm going to smoke it for a little while till that stuffing starts to get soft, and then we're going to crank it up to 300. We're on the Green Mountain here, and we're using Pacific Pellet Championship Blend. It should be real nice. Cattleman's rub we're using, their coffee-infused steakhouse rub. You can smell the coffee on it already. Looks good, smells good. Let's give it an hour here, 225, and see what happens. Been on the grill for an hour now at 225, just basking in the smoke. Looking real good, smelling real good. We're going to turn the temperature up to 300 now and get her done. Alright, we got about 2 hours and 15 minutes here on the grill now. My meat temperature is just approaching 140, and Patti is putting our glaze on, and we're going to let that go for about 5 minutes or so. Pull it up. USDA safe and pork is 145. So we're going to let this go for a little bit. Alright, the Maverick has let me know that I've reached my temperature of 140, which I wanted to check it. Remember that your meat will continue cooking for another 5 to 10 degrees after you pull it off the grill. So it's time for me to go check it out. Look at that. 2.5 hours on the grill, 1 hour at 225, hour and a half at 300. Cattleman's coffee rub. Texas pork chops, butter pecan stuffing, and glaze. Looking good. Let's eat.